What's up, everybody? How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm having a real good day. A real good day. I feel like this is just the season of all the bullshit coming to the surface, and I love it. I revel in it. I'm not going to even lie, because I get this great sense of validation when an unpopular opinion starts to become common knowledge, and people start to see exactly what the fuck you've been talking about all along, and proving a point you've been feeling and seeing. And I just really feel like we're at a time where the information and knowledge that's coming to the surface by just exposing the bullshit, it's gonna help y'all really move forward. We are finding out some wild paradigm shifting information and truths right now for us as Africans. What has not worked, what is working, and what we can do to be better at all of this stuff with health, politically. But it's going to take some unpopular truths right now. So let's talk about Pastor John Gray. Oh, thick, heavy tongue ass. Ooh, I love when these pastors just make a total ass of themselves, because for a long time we were told that going to the church to find a love partner, that's where you go to find a love partner. But see, what's happened is that the African has started to wake up, and we noticed that we're in a system of white supremacy. And as women, I have always felt like we need to get to the high protector and providers. Men that have high protector provider instinct are not men that are kissing up to a white Jesus. And that's why we have to do that cross analysis. When we start talking about the men that we should procreate with, that's something I talk about in the book. But we need to be wiser about who we procreate with, because see, what you've been choosing is these feminine, moist simps in the church. And why do I know that he's a moist simp? Because he's in a church. Because a black man and an African that has subscribed to the ideology of his power being in an entity that doesn't exist, he don't know who he is as an African. And they got a lot of other little ideologies and shit that don't work either. This is why you'll also see Christians that are sick and fat and unhealthy, because they have ideologies that don't work for them. They think everything can be done by praying to this imaginary Caesar Borgia and have these silly-ass westernized European checks and balances of sin and what's wrong and what's right to do that don't make any sense. So when you start hearing how these motherfuckers talk about relationships, this fool talking about how his wife had to make him into a man. And let me tell you something, ladies. You are not anybody's halfway house. You are nobody's earth mother goddess, Mother Teresa, martyr. That's not what your job is in this narrative. And Selena Johnson, that was on the panel when he was talking about that on that show, The Sister Circle, which I do not like. Quad represents one of those scorned black women that has no respect for black men. These are women that you guys idolize and look up to, but they just as silly as two left shoes and don't make sense. They silly as hell. Quad herself from Married to Medicine, she just went through a divorce. And listen to the way she talks. She's super feminist. And Selena Johnson, she is just the queen of the scorned, bitter black woman anthem of R&B. These are the people that Mary J. Blige, Selena Johnson. These people talking about, amen, because you feel like it's a part of you and your story of black love to be scorned and beat down and be a martyr and be somebody's whipping board for most of the relationship before you get any type of credit, any type of fantasy and dream come true. No, that's that bullshit. You don't have to go through that type of shit. And that's that toxic black love. See, in the church, they about that dumbass shit. That toxic black love. What type of woman feels like she needs to come out the woodworks and defend her man? Ask yourself that. And his wife gonna make a statement. And I mean, it just looks so silly. It looks silly. Because you don't have to ever take it for your man. When you have an African-centered man and you have a real powerful man, not some simp-ass man, you'll never have to fight his battles. And he don't even worry about what people are saying about him. They move on with their life. But that's how you can tell a man is real feminine. All of that back and forth, that little messy church mess, that meddling back and forth shit, that's what that is. And this is who we taking our instruction from. These are not the people. Moist ministers, when you lame for the Lord, when you listening to people like this, them Juanita Bynums, them T.D. Jakes, and up in that church, they don't have any real knowledge for you, because these are the same people that don't understand they're in the system of white supremacy. Moist ministers, this is why you don't fuck with men in the church, ladies, because see, those John Grays and Christians, they still think that they worship the same God, and they Christian, and they sitting up there meeting with Trump. He lost all of my respect. Sitting up there meeting with Donald Trump, talking about he is for our causes. I mean, just all type of stupid shit. This is what you can expect, though, from people in the church. And they're showing you that right now. They're showing you they don't have any critical thinking. They're showing you that these are the men that you pass right on over. Now, we only want warriors only, ladies. We do not have to build up broken men. That is not what you fucking here to do. And a lot of women right now that are single and scorned is because you had in your mind somewhere. You had in your mind somewhere from this same toxic black love that it gotta hurt real bad before it get good. And with every relationship comes the bad and the struggle. No, that's not true. We didn't listen to all of these R&B songs and filled up our minds with this narrative, this unhealthy narrative of black love, and we have been raised by these moms with no dads around, no dads in sight, and we've got this huge matriarchy of women running shit, and you got these men feeling just as feminine as fucking cornrows and a beret. Like, they just feel so fucking soft, completely soft right now because of how they were raised. So these men that are okay with you taking care of them, what kind of man is okay with you taking care of them? Y'all could have gotten good with your love game long ago had you just been fucking with people that wasn't in the church. These motherfuckers is crazy. We could have been somewhere long ago had you passed over these crazy motherfuckers in the church and all the shit that they have been telling us. That ain't the only thing we've adopted that was bullshit. It's not. It's not. That's the same thing with their health that they pass over. But these are the same people that want to tell you who is equally yoked and not and all of this different type of stuff. These are the same people that won't say anything about the molestation. And they won't say anything about the real issues in your community when people start getting shot and killed and murdered. They don't have any real solutions for their own health, for their own wealth. All they know how to do is go to an imaginary leader, ruler, Jesus, go voting for people who have no agenda in their community because they've given up all of their power. This is what you see from people in that community. So why do we want to pick men to procreate with that have the same mindset? Because a lot of us are still slow and we have not just called it out. Pastors, just like doctors, these are same people that we need to start really paying attention to if they making sense, because we've just accepted what they said as the gospel of truth without checking this shit, and they be the main ones leading us astray, making you feel like you got to go through this hell with a man before it can ever get good. No ma'am, no fucking ma'am. When you have a man that has high protective provider instincts, it is no such. You think you see an African man, Haitian man, that's a powerful man, a man in touch with who he is going to wait on you to do something for him? Where do y'all find these men? You find them up in the church. They have that background. They have that as their backdrop. That's their ideology. They've been raised by these single moms. A lot of black men are in that simp culture right now. Sorry, guys. Just like a lot of black women, we real masculine. We've been trained to fight our men's battles. Absolutely not. We got it flip-flopped. So this is what we have to choose from? Yeah, this is why we so frustrated. This is why we're frustrated, because we listening to the wrong motherfucking people. Because these are the people that have no idea about the ancestral code, about how to take care and provide for things. These are the men talking about, I want an independent woman. A woman that can be strong for me. Ooh, just what he described was a fucking mammy. Like, that's why I say, y'all, with this dynamic of a mother-son shit, y'all gotta check that shit. When you pick a man that is not in a caliber or where he can be a mentor, listen to me. This is exactly why we need to choose high caliber to begin with. We need to be high caliber to attract high caliber. But when you have an intellectual man that's notches above you who can pull you up, that whole shit about you building him up and you got to go through the struggle, you know, until he found himself and all, ooh, no, that's how you give away your good years. And they both look like they done been through the struggle. They both look like they holding on to toxicity and soul ties and shit that ain't been removed. John Gray looked like his booty then been fucked with by somebody and he's still holding on to that. He been moist. He is moister than Duncan Hines. You better look at these people all caked on and fat as fuck, and they trying to tell you, no, baby, I'm looking with my spiritual eye at what you goddamn saying. These are these sorry, pathetic, soft motherfuckers that don't know who they are, and we choosing up on them. I don't care how tall he is. I don't care what church he preach at. When they do not have the code and they don't know about the system of white supremacy, just by default, these are going to be some simp-ass dudes, sis. Where you got to fight their battles, where you got to build them up. Woo-hoo-hoo! No, ma'am. Matter of fact, my man reminds me, he definitely has to build me up. That's just the true tea of what we got going on over here. You have to pick somebody so on a high caliber than yourself. He shows me every day because he is really on a level like where I learn from him. And we don't have those type of men that we've chosen or the men that choose up on us. We just don't. The men that choose up on us, they choose up on you because they see mama. They see somebody that's going to take care of their shit. Exactly. Yeah. They see mama. They see mama. Somebody that's going to hold them. That hold me down shit. No, hold me down, goddammit. See, I was raised with 3 older brothers. I'm the only girl. I'm the youngest. I never knew my daddy. So I think I was just predisposed. And I got a Pisces moon. I'm very sensitive. I was predisposed to choose people who could take care of me. Thank God my life experience put me in that lane. That whole paying a nigga stuff. I paid a nigga rent when I was 20 years old in college and I had my student refund check. I paid his rent. I took him shopping because I'm like that. And I spoiled a guy when I was 21 years old when I was a flight attendant. Gave him a buddy pass, flew him in. That type of thing, got him a nice hotel. But as far as taking care of a man, I never did no shit like that again. As far as financially breaking him off and making sure he good. No, we built businesses together as I got older. But this shit y'all doing, it's toxic and it's perverted. Y'all are sitting up here choosing up on these little bitty ass boys that you got to build up, that you got to see fuck up and fuck you over and drag you through the mud just so you can say what? You held him down. That's a mammy, ladies. That's a mammy. And stop thinking it's okay to go through hell. It ain't nothing noble about going through hell. This getting beat over the head just to say, oh, we've been together 10 years. Oh, well, you know, I've been in the struggle. Y'all sound like John Lewis with that good trouble. Ain't no such thing, baby, as good trouble. You better bash mist over the head and think about heaven later. That antiquated shit don't work. That don't work. Y'all better get your pleasure now. We don't know how to get pleasure from our mates. We don't know how to choose the correct people. Because we are sitting up here fucking with these sleuth-tongue fuckers that look like they all need a colonic. These acidic sperm-having motherfuckers you letting talk to you about how to create black love, and they don't even know who they are. They still worshiping Caesar Borgia. and all types of shit that don't work, meeting with Trump, meeting with people that don't even like them, but you gonna get your advice from them about how to be in love with somebody and how to... No, I'm gonna pass on them. I'm gonna also pass on Megan Good and her little pretty boy husband. I'm passing on all these fucking pastors and whatever the fuck they got to say. What the fuck could you tell me and you fucking worshiping sky daddies? You sitting up here aligning with mindsets and you aligning with white supremacy and you too dumb to see it. I don't have anything else in common with people like you anymore. And I'm glad that when you have these social slip-ups like this, like you did, John Gray, it lets us see who we should not be listening to. We should have been stopped listening to pastors. They can't tell you a goddamn thing. They believe in that dumbass shit to where you have to meet people broken. You got to put up with their shit in the name of Jesus, in the name of God, in the name of church and all this different type of stuff. That's no. You got to love your enemy when they bash you over the head. That type of no, that don't even make sense. That's not logical. And this is why people like this need to be charged to the game. Moist ministers and your asses is lame for the Lord. I'm not here for Tamala Man and what they doing either. Like, I'm just not, y'all, these church pastors, wives and shit, they be some weird people, and I know that. I know, y'all, excuse me, don't wipe my nose and shit. They weird. Sorry about that, y'all. I was getting a WhatsApp call. Let me get off this line. I didn't talk long enough about who the fuck we need to listen to and why we shouldn't listen to these moist ministers, honey. But thank you, John Gray. Thank you, because you put us ahead. You let the sisters know that we need to bring our ass up out the church and look for men that are African-centered and warriors only, men that are on code, because we know y'all are simps, and we know that y'all are really in the delta position, not alpha or beta. Y'all in delta. Delta position is full submission, and they are fully submitted to white supremacy. They don't even know what to do to get out. They don't know what the proper response is when people are shooting and killing, but these are the same people that want to tell you what type of relationship you should be in. Girl, bye. Are y'all ready to wake up yet? Y'all ready to just charge him to the game? Cause we need to charge all these folks. All right. We're charging the ministers to the game. Let me answer my damn phone call. I got people from Africa calling me that I need to talk to. But tonight I'm going to another jam session. I'm so shady. I ain't gonna even tell people where it's at because I really don't feel like being bothered. Ain't that terrible? All right, y'all. Have a good day. I'll see you later.